guys, and welcome back to the channel. On today's video I'm going to be talking to you about the CBD oil that I use to help my cane Corso Dante with his seizures. Before we get into it, I'd like to thank Petals and Tails for sponsoring this video. Petals and Tails is a hemp-infused pet product company. Their products are third-party tested, full spectrum, meaning their CBD contains all naturally occurring cannabis plant components, and CO2 extracted, which is the safest and best form of CBD extraction. Something that won me over to start using Petals and Tails products was that for each product listed, they have a certificate analysis and the overwhelmingly positive reviews on Trustpilot for each of their products. Dante was diagnosed with epilepsy when he was 8 months old. He is now 5 years old. It is common for Dante to experience something called breakthrough seizures, which is exactly what the name implies. Seizures that happen even though he is on the right dosage of medication. This usually happens once a month. And also we notice that when he does anything that's out of routine or experience more stress than usual, that he is more likely to get a seizure in those situations. So because of this, I began to research ways to help combat and address these breakthrough seizures. I discovered that a lot of people have seen a lot of success with using CBD oil for their dog. Dante has been using CBD oil for years now, so when Petals and Tails reached out to us to have us review their CBD oil, I was excited to collaborate with them. Of course, before I agreed to make this video and to put it out, I wanted to try these products out myself. That being said, I'm going to be sharing with you all the ways that I have been using the CBD oil for Dante. Now, Petals and Tails was kind enough to not only give us some CBD oil, but also some calming peanut butter, and that has a lower dosage, so I tested that out on Peach for her own reasons, which I will be explaining in a bit. But first I'm going to talk to you about the different situations that I've used the CBD oil for Dante. The first time that I used the CBD oil on Dante was when I was expecting to have some guests over. I mentioned that when there is anything outside of Dante's routine, he is more likely to get a seizure, or if he experiences any kind of stress. It doesn't happen all the time, but we've noticed that pattern in him. So what I did was, about a half hour before everybody was going to arrive, I gave Dante some CBD oil according to the instructions and the directions on the label for it. So for example, if your dog is under 25 pounds, you give them a certain amount. Well, Dante is over 25 pounds, so he can have one full dropper, which is the same as 24 drops of the CBD oil, up to 4 times daily. So following those instructions, I gave Dante the CBD oil, and by the time that everybody arrived, Dante was sleepy. He even napped a little bit beforehand. So that's the first time that I used the CBD oil for Dante. So now the second time that I used the CBD oil on Dante was when he experienced a breakthrough seizure overnight. So I woke up to him seizing already. So unfortunately I couldn't give it to him beforehand, because sometimes if I notice him being a little bit weird and I give him CBD oil in time, it almost stops the seizure, or like it lessens the intensity of it. So I didn't catch it because we were asleep. So he was already seizing by the time that I saw him. So what I did after his seizure was give him 2 full droppers of the CBD oil. After about 25-30 minutes, he relaxed. Usually when Dante gets a seizure, it's hard for him to calm down afterwards. So the CBD oil comes in handy for those situations because it does help him relax and recover from the seizure. Another instance that I'll usually give Dante CBD oil is when I'm leaving the house. For my birthday, I went out to dinner with my husband, and before we left, I gave Dante some CBD oil. I was checking on him at the camera the whole time while I was at the restaurant, and he was having a nice, chill, relaxing evening. If you guys remember, I did mention that we also got some calming peanut butter. So for Peachy Girl, on that same night that I had gone out to dinner with my husband, I gave her some of the calming peanut butter. For her, she needed to have like 1.5 tablespoons of the peanut butter. The reason that I gave it to Peachy Girl is because, unlike Dante, Peach is a quarantine dog. Peach doesn't like being by herself as much. In comparison to Dante, who as a puppy was used to seeing me commute for work and spend hours by himself, Peach takes longer to settle when I do leave the house. So what this means is that I'll notice her checking the windows more frequently, checking when we're going to come back, and it just takes her a while to settle down. So when I gave her the CBD peanut butter, I noticed that she didn't seem as preoccupied or worried about me returning. She seemed overall less anxious and a lot calmer, which made me very happy. Now, one thing that I do want to preface is that if your dog does have separation anxiety, don't get the CBD oil thinking that it's going to fix all of your dog's problems. The way that I look at it is that the CBD oil is used to complement your training. It's almost like the cherry on top of the ice cream. Overall, I'd say that I'm very happy with both the CBD oil and the CBD peanut butter. They've worked for both Dante and Peach and their specific needs. I would recommend this to any dog owner that I know. The way that I use it is really for the breakthrough seizures, as well as proactively when I know that there is going to be something out of his routine. Thank you so much, Petals and Tails, for sponsoring this video. We love your products, and if you guys are interested in getting any of the products that I mentioned for yourself, I'll leave some links in the description. Team CBD! Team CBD! Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys are crazy. There they are. There they go. There they are. Okay guys, yeah, thank you so much.